Hello friends, welcome to Electronic Circuit Hub. So today we are going to understand about the experiment for BJT monostable multivibrator in LT Spice, right? So in the last video, we have understood about the BJT A-stable multivibrator by using LT Spice. So we have understood the working of BJT A-stable multivibrator. We have understood the waveforms and the function of BJT A-stable multivibrator. So now today in this video, we will learn about the BJT monostable multivibrator. I will run the simulation and I will show you the waveform for BJT monostable multivibrator, right? So if you know, as the name suggests, that means it is having at least one stable state, right? It is having at least one stable state. So this is going to be very interesting topic today, right? So let us learn the circuit diagram design for BJT monostable multivibrator, right? So you can see here, this is the VDD, that means the supply voltage for this monostable multivibrator, and here you can see two transistor Q1 and Q2 are connected, and this resistor R1 is connected with the Q1, and this here you can see R2 and R4 via C2 is connected with the Q2, and this junction goes to the base of Q1, and here with R3 you can see this is connected to the base of Q2, right? So you can see here we can get two outputs, right? So let us say this is output 1, which which will see what is the output at this node, and this is output 2, and we will see what is the output at this node. And in the monostable state you have to give one trigger pulse. So here you can see I have given one trigger pulse by using resistor R5 and the diode D3 here. So if you go and look the trigger pulse, so here you can see this is connected via the net. You can see here trigger and you can see here trigger, and if I right click on this trigger, you can see the configuration of this voltage source. So this is basically a pulse. So initial value is 0, on voltage is V on equals to 5 volt, and it appears a delay of 5 millisecond, right? And T rise time is 1 nanosecond, fall time is 1 nanosecond, and T on time is 5 millisecond, and T period is 0, and number of cycle is 1. So this is basically a configuration for trigger. I will show you how this trigger looks like, right? And you can see the VDD here, and if you right click on the VDD, this is also connected via net. So if you right click on VDD, so you can see this is DC, a simple voltage source which is having 5 volt. Now click it OK. You can see these resistance value R1 1k 47k 1k 40, right, 1k here and here 47 microfarad, and here you can see this is right, 20k, and here this is IN 914, and this is R5 is 1k, right? And if you want to run the transient analysis now, so go at this button, this is run button. So edit simulation command, click on this transient button, and your stop time is 100 milliseconds, right? So click on OK. Now run the go at run button. This is run button. So click on here. You may let me show you the your trigger pulse here. So this is trigger pulse. You may change the color for your trigger pulse. So this is trigger pulse, right? And if I divide this into 3 plot pane, right? Okay, and this is the voltage at one point, and this is the voltage at second point, right? So if I change the color for this, right, maybe some other color, Okay, let me take this color. Is not good. Let me take some other color, right? So you can see here, this is voltage at V1 plus and this is voltage at V2 plus. I am still looking for some good color. No, no, no. Let me take this, right? Okay. So as soon as you apply a trigger pulse here, right, this is the trigger pulse, and you can see uh, before the trigger pulse the output of your monostable multivibrator is 0 volt, right? That means it is 0 volt, and once you apply a trigger pulse here for duration of 5 millisecond, you can see your output of your monostable multivibrator changes its state, and now it is in high state, and it is having at least one stable state. So this is stable state, right? So this is high and the output is around 5 volt, right? The output is around here, I can see 5 volt, and it is holding at least one stable state. That is why it is called monostable multi-vibrator. That is why it is called monostable multi-vibrator. And this is the voltage at this node, one node, and 1 plus node, and the voltage at 2 plus node. If you want to see, you can see the voltage at 2 plus node is initially it was high, and after applying the trigger, you can see you are after applying the trigger pulse, you can see the voltage at node 2 plus is 0 volt. So this is also holding one stable state. That means it is holding 0 volt or 0 state, and it is holding high 5 volt state or high state. So you can see the voltage at this node 1 plus node is complement complement of voltage at this node, right? So voltage at 1 plus node is having stable state high, and voltage at 2 plus node is having stable state is low, right? So you can see the difference between if you take the output from here and if you take the output from here. So this basically depends on your application, particular application. If you want to use your high output voltage from monostable multivibrator, or if you want to use low output voltage to trigger any other circuitry from your stable multivibrator, a monostable multivibrator. Okay, so hope you understand the concept for BJT monostable multivibrator in LT-Spice. If you have any further question, feel free to ask me in comment section. Thanks for watching this video.